Do I know what I'm getting into when I'm planning the Georgian Bay vacation this coming summer? Partially, yes, I do. I did the vacation once before on this boat, back in 1994. And this is the only picture I could find from the Georgian Bay vacation with myself, my cousin, and my mum. A very good experience that I learned in the Georgian Bay is we were about, just a few miles away from Port Severn. We're coming in from Killarney, from over here, just a few days after our vacation began. We had passed Honey Harbor, and then someone in the boat wanted to have the experience of driving the boat. So I relented, and then so we switched. They took the helm, and things were going really well until they got here. So they didn't look at the chart, they only looked at the buoys. So here was a straight line, and looking right ahead, there were some of the other buoys here. But they failed to look at the map, at the chart, and see that there were some buoys over there. So they went straight in, and right here in the middle, they hit the ground. Oh man, we felt it. There was a big grinding noise. I stopped the motor immediately, and from there I looked at the stern drive. I could see the gears, and luckily enough, a fellow boater just took us and brought us to one of those marinas here for the repair. It lasted, I think we were there for 1 or 2 nights only. It wasn't so long. They already had a spare stern drive. It took them 30 minutes to change it. There was only 6 bolts on it. The longest thing was the big long scratch underneath the boat, which was about 5-6 feet, I want to say, almost a half an inch deep. And so it was a matter of drying it up before they put some putty in it. And then after that, we were on our way. But let me tell you, nobody else wanted to drive the boat. And I drove the boat, and I just kept on looking at all the numbers on every single buoy. And then after that, everything went well. But let me say that my sense of awareness was heightened, and which was a good thing. So yeah, all good. That's gonna help me a lot for my future vacation there this coming summer. And this is the first boat I've ever bought. It's a 1991 that I bought brand new in 1994. It sure looks aerodynamic from that angle, right? So yeah, it's the Bayliner 2255 Sierra Sunbridge. I had a good idea what I was getting myself into because my uncle invited me quite a few times on the sailboat, and I absolutely loved it. But the thing is, I didn't know if I was going to stay in a marina or go explore all over, so I bought a trailer along with that. And by the way, this is the first picture that I sent to the lady that would later become my wife. My retired dentist friend with his big Dodge Ram offered us a ride from Ottawa to Killarney, so that's where our trip began. All 4 of us cuddled in, and you know what? It wasn't so bad at all. In fact, we really enjoyed it. It's over 6 feet in there when you first walk inside the boat. And here, the nice little cozy kitchen table. It folds down to make a bed. And no, there's no vacuum flush, unfortunately, so we had to use, that blue liquid. So yeah. And at the back here, we can also see there's a little cabin there for to sleep in. At first, I used to tow my boat with the YJ Sahara, so it was quite the experience. I was sweating bullets. So yeah, that prompted me to buy a Dodge Ram 4x4. So yeah, that was a game changer to tow the boat around. I only kept my boat at this nice small marina. It was on a small river off the Ottawa River, and you'll see why in a few moments. This was our 12th year with this boat, and it was our final year as well. We had a 2-year-old daughter at this point, so we had to prioritize. But yeah, it was a really interesting look at what happened underneath that boat there while it was docked there. Yeah, one day I took the family for a boat ride, and I couldn't bring it up to plane, so I tried all kind of stuff there. So finally I got the trailer, and then as soon as I put on the trailer, it's like, okay. It was an unbelievable sight, let me tell you. So yeah, with that, I scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed some more. I mean, yeah. This is enough to make any boater cringe. Now, as bad as this looks, it wasn't bad at all to scrub away. My biggest problem was that there was some clams that when they were small, they got into the water intake at the propeller, and they grew in there and they couldn't come out. So yeah, that was quite the thing to take them out of there. Once I was all cleaned up, I never had that problem again, but I changed marinas, I must say. Here I bring your attention to the upholstery. Look at that bench on the left side. All cracked up after 12 years, and this next picture here is after I had it upholstered by an expert. It just looked fantastic. My wife and we met in September 1999, and 4 months later we were married. That was in January 2000, and the following summer, well, this is the part here that we're going to show where we did our honeymoon on the boat from Kingston to Ottawa after, again, my retired dentist friend towed us from Ottawa to Kingston, and it's our voyage down the Rideau Canal. Here at the lock, we were greeted by the enchanting lockmaster who was just like playing the accordion, so it made our honeymoon that much more special. And I remember this like it was yesterday. This was the first spot where we anchored down for the night, right by the rock cliff. And my wife had prepared some chicken that she had marinated for, at least 3 days. It was so delicious and tender. We lucked out. It was sunny for the whole 10 days and we had no issues at all. We took our time coming down the Rideau Canal. We stopped at every little town that we could just to go explore, have fun. And here we arrive in Ottawa. And yeah, little did we know that this was just the beginning. When we sold the boat in 2005, we both sobbed like babies for 2 days, almost non-stop, hugging each other. Like it was like a big loss that we felt. And I swore to my wife that one day we get a boat again. And 17 years later, look at this. Going from this, oh yes, and the bedroom, oh, ha ha, look at that view. A slightly different dashboard. And from that to this, oh my goodness, what a difference, right? And here's another magnificent comparison of the back of the boat. And this was back then, and this is now. We're smiling again. No thrusters, ouch, and a single prop too. Oh, 2 props and a thruster. What's wrong with this picture? There's something missing, right? Oh, a bow thruster. Yes, my friends. Despite the work involved with duckbill valves sometimes, gosh, I appreciate them now. And I got windlass for the anchor. Instead of just having the depth sounder, I also have the chart plotter. So yeah, I'm ready for that big Georgian Bay vacations, my friends. Now, despite the big improvement going from the Bayliner 22 feet to the Sea Ray 34 feet, in so many aspects, from size to comfort, etc., we really appreciate the time that we had on the beautiful Bayliner. Yeah, that's what introduced us to boating. We're very grateful for it. So the planning continues with my wife, my friends, and guess what? We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now. Just 2 months to go.